There are people out there that think because they aren't the smartest person in the room, they can't pass the PMP and they might as well give up. And they might as well give up on their career because if they're not the best, they're gonna fail. All right? Now, for you out there, if you believe that, you are dead wrong. It's holding you back. And I'm going to tell you that your averageness that you think is actually a secret weapon if you use it correctly. And today I'm going to teach you how to use it. All right, cool. So the concept that I'm going to talk about is called talent stacking. Now, it is a magical power that you can use right now to make yourself exceed those individual experts that you think are the, cat's meow, the thing that really gets there. All right. Let me use an example. Imagine if we had to pass the PMP. Hey, not that hard. You do, right? Now, would you rather be this first person? This person knows all the history of Agile, all the history of Waterfall, knows all the terms, can recite them on cue, is all there, has spent all their time building that narrow, deep knowledge in one subject, project management. That's what they got. They are the top in the nation in that knowledge. Would you want to be them? Hold your judgment. Or would you want to be this other person, knowing that you have to go into a PMP exam, that has a pretty darn good understanding of the foundations? You have a situational understanding of it, and you know the problems that exist. But you're not the best. You're not number one. You're not going to be on the cover of Agile Magazine Quarterly, but you're pretty darn good, and you have a confidence in yourself. So you got a strong base. Now, in addition to that, you've gone off and said, I got to take situational questions, so maybe I should have a process for that. And you've built that skill, that process, that routine that keeps you from getting lost in all of these details. You know what's valuable, you know what's not, you know how to move through it, and you know how to distill the answers that really matter. Ooh, that's a good skill. So you take that knowledge and you pipe that skill of how to solve process, talent stack, boom, on top. And then you go, you know what else? I need to be able to pick 50-50. So I got to be able to find keywords. I got to be able to read through the question. I need to be able to active listen in a sense to the question. You build that skill, pop it on top. Our little pyramid is growing. Then the next one you go, hey man, this is a lot for me. This is a big thing that stresses me out. I better be able to handle myself in any situation, emotionally and thought-wise and with our nerves. So you would spend some time learning how to breathe, how to address these stressful situations. You build that skill. You test that skill. You put yourself in those situations. You feel the wind and the stress and the heat on you and you say, I've proven to myself that I can overcome anything. You build that stack on top, that other technical stack on top. And then the last thing you build is you say, hey, when the technical problems come, I got a support network. I know the process. I know who to call. I know how to do it. I've already laid up these contingency plans. I got all that. So the one person, the initial person, has one column of like, I'm going to rely only on my expert technical knowledge. By the way, the July issue of Agile Quarterly, yeah, that's me, bro. Like, you got that going for you. Or you got this other thing, strong, deep situational knowledge, ability to follow through any process in a logical way, the questions, ability to pick the 50-50s at like a 80-20 instead of 50-50 rate, ability to overcome the stress that we feel, ability to overcome the technical stuff. Which person would you want to be? I think it's obvious. You'd want to be this person to the right, with the broad, with the talent stacking, with all these different things. Because when the crazy hurricane winds come, this tall thing with one knowledge thing to lean on, they may get overwhelmed. They may get lost in questions. They may be bamboozled by these questions. They may not know how to pick 50-50s in a reasonable time and with a time crunch on. They might get wrapped around the axle with one question trying to write a professional dissertation for their doctorate when that ain't the problem we have here. So what will happen when the wind comes? Sure, it might stand, but a lot of times that might fall down. But you, the dumber person in the room, if you want to be gross about it, not the number one on Agile Quarterly, you're on page 27, all right? Like, you are prepared for whatever the winds come. You have built a diverse skill base. You have stacked it up so that you can overcome it. So I'd be you. You be you, and let's be this pyramid person so we can embrace our a little bit above averageness. We can get a little bit better, and we can actually succeed. Have I convinced you? Because get off that high horse. I'm going to be a PhD. Nah, dude, you can learn, but let's build a diverse understanding, a diverse skill set. That's talent stacking. If you do that, you'll ace the PMP. That's all we do. We teach you deeply how to understand the concepts. You master that stuff in a really good way, not in this shallow way. We go deep. But then we build all these other skills with you in our accelerator. So if you want to get involved, you want to see the trial of it, you want to talk to me, PM Master Prep, go there, hit the button for the free trial. Boom, you get in. You can see it for yourself. You go to coaching call. You can see, I can see where you are, and I can say, dude, you're ready to go, or you're not. And then here's how we do it. Simple as that. Now, bonus time. Let's talk about talent stacking at our job. Now, all of us can't be number one. You can't be number one on everything, right? But if you talent stack your current job and your current position, then you can be excellent. You can be more valuable to your company if you do that. So what you need to do is you need to think about, what is it really going to take to be successful? What does the job demand? It probably demands to be technically sound and a little bit better than that. So let's get that done, number one. Boom. It's like paying our debts down. Boom, nail that first one down. Then we say, what else does my job need? Well, if I'm going to be really successful, I've got to be able to communicate up to management, down to my team, sidewise to my contemporaries. So how are my communication skills? How are my communications on a one-to-one level? How can I empower my small groups? How can I empower them? How am I stay open to a big room? How do I present? How do I status? Am I organized enough? You can go through the communication side. You can go through the organized. You can go to the technical side of managing Jira and all these other boards. You can build all these complementary skills, facilitation, emotional intelligence, all these different things that you can build in yourself. And you don't need to be the best communicator in the world. You just got to be a pretty darn effective communicator to get it across. To be like, dude, you can do project management and you can communicate? Dude, that's awesome. Think about if you're an engineer. What if you're pretty darn good at engineering and you can actually talk? Like, dude, they're going to bring you in. That's awesome. Or you know how to do these other skills? Dude, that's even better, right? So this is going to help you move up. Now, if you're the one person that's like super fantastic nuclear physicist from birth, fire it up, bro. Probably build some more skills, but God gave you a gift, use it. But for the rest of us, we've got to talent stack our way to be successful. It helps us, deliver value. It helps us be more secure in our job. And it just helps us like live a happier life and make more of an impact. So that's what I recommend you do. If you think about me, this is not about me at all. Am I the best communicator in the world? No, I'm not like, I don't know who's good at communicating. I say ums and alls and likes and junk all the time. I'm trying to cut it down. I speak in a relatively casual manner. That's just the way I talk. I'm loud. I know it. But I have a really good understanding of project management. I think I relate to people well, right? And then I can communicate pretty good. Not scared to take chances. I learn a lot, have a beautiful team, and we continue to build. We put things on the internet. We're learning how to do those technically. So when you go out there in the market for PMPs and stuff, we're raising up pretty fast, just as an example. We're humble as it is, but that's just an example that I don't have to be like the boring expert, because you don't want the boring expert. You want a dude that talks like you. And that's what you got to realize about your job. Is that they don't exactly always want nuclear physicist reading from the book, wrote the book expert. They want a real person that can understand the problems, that can handle on their feet all these different things. And it's not magic, it's just skills. Stack them up, be proud of them, always look for what you could do next. And I think you're going to kill it, bro. And I'm happy for you. And I'm excited to see how you go through this. So, reach out to me, talent stacking or PMP wise, and tell me those skills that you built that you think are different, right? That you think help you out. Because we can share them with others and we can all get a little bit better. This has been a fun one. We started about PMP, then we got into your career, then we got about helping others. That's full circle. So talk to you later. Go to PM Master Prep, join the trial, all that stuff if you want to. Free trial for the accelerator. You get a call with me. We counsel you. We figure out where you are. We guide you through. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's do it. See you later, alligator. Bye-bye.